Welcome back, White Noise, episode 12, if we're not counting the gala.
Yeah, that wasn't really an episode.
Yeah.
But that was fun. That was a good time.
That was fun. Yeah, we recently, I guess we hosted the player panel.
Yeah, so we have a gala, which is really for the Shamrock Foundation. So a lot of money is getting put to good use in the Boston communities. And so every year we have it, and there's always a player panel. And so this year they thought it'd be a fun idea if the White Noise podcast was the media version of the player panel. And so we were up there asking questions and having a good time.
Yeah, it was good. We had Josh Minot, Anthony, Baylor, JB, and Peyton.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good time. I thought it went smooth. Dinner was great. Raised $5.5 million.
Yeah, something like that.
Crazy. I think the night started before the auction at like 4 point something, and then by the end of the night it was 5.5. So amazing cause, amazing night. It was a blast.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
We had the chalkboard up there. Oh, and we have news on the chalkboard. We have a chalkboard here in Boston. I'm just now thinking of this. I think it's upstairs.
Yeah.
We don't have any chalk. We have kids' chalk.
Yeah. We don't want to use that. We need professionals.
We got to order chalk. So the chalkboard is back. We decided not to transport the one from Denver, but we ordered the exact same one.
I think I'd missed the chalkboard. So I think that was kind of like our thing. And now I don't know where we're going to put it. That's our future us problem that we'll figure out.
Yeah, we'll get someone who has a better eye for that. But the chalkboard is back. This will be the last episode that you will see without the chalkboard. I don't know if a lot of people care about the chalkboard. I feel like there's a few people in the Celtics organization that really care about the chalkboard.
And for those few people, we will bring the chalkboard back.
Yes, and maybe our chalkboard fans are just being quiet. So if you love the chalkboard,
they probably didn't even know it was gone, but it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it's our staple, one of our staples.
Who writes on the chalkboard?
Why you got to do that? All right, so we started the pod. Our wives were like, we'll write it like super nice. We'll write White Noise. And I was like, no. He doesn't write like in bubbly, girly handwriting. So I just took some chalk, tried it. I wrote White Noise. And if you look back at the previous episodes, and you'll see it on the new chalkboard, I don't have the best penmanship.
You're always like, if someone ever comments on it, I'm blaming Hendricks.
Yeah. My out, which I now can't use, I've exposed myself, is that I was going to blame a 3-year-old. So,
Cat's just can't write some letters, but I don't know about all those ones. But
yeah, he's probably got about the same handwriting as me. He's a wizard.
He's getting there.
He's smart. Yeah,
he's getting there.
I think the best jumping off point tonight, because we talked about it on the pod in the past, is you got your first NBA technical.
Nice.
My first and most important question is how does it feel that JT finally respects you now?
It's a big moment. I can see how proud he was in the moment. Like as soon as he, but yeah, you could definitely see in the moment. Like as soon as he gave the tee, like JT was like, just stood up. Like I could feel like hear him. I used it as soon as he gave the tee. JT, oh shit, just stands up clapping. Like I was like. I wasn't even really trying to get a technical on that one. I just strongly disagree with that call.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a physical game, so like emotions were high. I wasn't trying to get a technical. Like I've tried to get a technical and I haven't gotten it, and then I don't try and I do get one. So
I know off camera what you said. Can you share the PG version of what was discussed and maybe what triggered the technical? It kind of, before you say it,
I didn't think I fouled him.
100%. But before you say it, I do think it felt, it was almost surprising based on what you said and how fast it came. I don't know. Maybe you were saying a lot more before that, but.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it has some choice words in there.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, like, I wasn't trying to get a technical. And so, but I didn't think I fouled him. Especially like the game, how they was going right there, and I was really just like, the last thing I said was, "That's effing horrible," and then so there's my first one. hopefully I don't get too many. Just check a box. Now I got to focus on more important stuff like helping us get some more wins. But yeah, it was kind of in the moment I was just like, all right, whatever. Like,
but that's nothing you've never said before. You've said those words before.
Yeah,
to a ref for sure. It's just
a
a little banter back and forth between officials.
Friendly banter.
Yeah,
but I mean, it is what it is.
What was it? What was the chatter like from your teammates afterwards? Was everybody pretty proud of you? I feel like it's a known thing that you've never had a technical in the NBA.
I mean, we talk about it a little bit. We weren't talking about it as much as you probably think we were because we had bigger things.
It's low on the priority list.
But
to talk about that game.
Some people were like, that was, I don't know if you deserved it, but like you kind of wish you said more to get your first one. You want to get that first one, you want to do a lot, but we haven't really talked too much about it, but I'm sure that it'll definitely be brought up here soon. And
yeah, go on a winning streak, it might get brought up on the plane or whatever. Did you do this? This is something that like I've done, everyone's done, is like something happens and then after the fact, like you're sitting on the bench or whatever and you're thinking about it, you're like, man, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have said that. Did you have that? Did you feel that?
No.
Oh, you're content.
I had moved on from it. Everybody else was saying what, but I'd moved on from it, like doing whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it is what it is.
We'll have to go back and find the date. It was in the summer and you said, maybe this is the year you get a text. So
it was a lot earlier in the year than I expected. Sure. But we definitely spoke it into existence, so I kind of blamed this podcast for me getting a technical foul. They probably listened to our podcast and said that I was trying to get a technical, so they gave it to me.
He could have been listening to it on his commute to the game. Maybe during his travel to the game, he was listening to the pod.
I hope so.
I want to be the guy that gives him his first tee. What an honor!
It was for him. But
wonder if he framed that whistle.
A lot of just frustration, but
it's okay.
We'll get through it, and now I checked that box, and I don't have to hear about it. I got the respect from JT, and now we just gone to bigger and better things.
Yeah, okay. We don't have to talk about it anymore. But point taken, I get it. Sorry to make you talk about it.
No, I think it's funny.
I wanted to give you
thought
your
it
shine.
was funny though, but
it was
as
funny.
soon as I did it, I was just like,
bro, my phone was going crazy. I had like 20 text messages. Derrick just got his first tee, and I'm like, I know. I kind of like think it was a good time to get one.
Yeah. And Matt Rounds was like, hey, you checked that box, man. That's amazing. Congrats. And he stood up and clapped too. Yeah, but
yeah, that's fun.
Let's see. Early on in tech.
If you want to blame the podcast, I'll pay your fine.
Okay, yeah. You put it on record.
Consider it
Yeah,
done.
hopefully. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I never got technical before, so I don't really know what the process is with this. So it's kind of a
Drew and Scow were saying it was your second career technical.
So I had gotten a dead ball technical. So basically, like there was a foul, and then like he kept playing, and I had to try to swing and block a shot, and I hit him in the head, and so I got a dead ball technical foul
in Boston.
It was it was last year against the Clippers.
I don't remember that for some reason.
But
that doesn't.
That's not
count?
really like it's kind of like a flagrant foul. That was more like a flagrant foul, but it's a dead ball because there was already a foul.
Yeah.
And so it's called a dead ball technical. I got one of those.
So you didn't get like a fine for that?
No.
Okay. I was also obviously it's a great time of the year. You guys are working some things out. It's a damn near brand new team playing a whole new brand of basketball. Working out some kinks, a little bit of a learning curve, which I'm unfazed personally. I think it's going to work itself out, and we're going to have a great season. Yeah, I said we.
You were at the gala, so.
Yeah, come on. But I was watching, obviously a great time of year, we're watching basketball again, but I was watching I don't want to disrespect them by any means, the towel boys, the towel guys. I don't know what would you call like the staff there that's doing the towels, doing the rebounding.
Yeah.
Do they have an official?
I think they're just ball boys.
That seems like disrespectful.
Ball boys better than towel boy.
Yeah, that's true. I was just watching, like, I've kind of always watched you interact with them, and obviously the ones at TD Garden. It's usually a lot of similar faces. A lot of them have been there the whole time you've been here, right? What is it like on the road? How different is it? Like, obviously that's a little thing, but there's got to be some sort of like comfort when you turn around and you see it's XYZ and toss him your warm up, or he's going to be rebounding for you. How different is it on the road? And do you even think about that? Does it make a difference? Is there anything where you're like, why is this guy like throwing something at me, or like handing me my water or some different way?
No, it's but like kind of how like it's the same people in the TD Garden like year to year. Like it's really the same people everywhere. And so like you kind of, now this is my 9th year that I kind of like know them and they kind of know me. Obviously there's like some new guys here and there, but like the usually the ones that are like by the bench and like are really interacting with us or like been there for a while. So you know them, and there's just a lot of respect. Like, I mean, especially on the road, they're the ones handing you waters when you get when we call timeout and we're sitting on the bench. Like, they're the one handing us the drinks. They're the one that's running and getting out like a hot pack.
Yeah.
If we need it on the bench, like we need a towel, they give it to us. Like for our warm ups, they're the one that hands it to us. So they do a lot actually, for like just while you're in, while you're out. Like when I go to sub, like one follows me to the scorer's table.
They're busy.
Takes a towel, takes the warm up. And so like they're pretty active the whole time. And so I got a lot of respect for them. Everyone that I've really dealt with has been like super cool, and you can talk with them, interact with them. I mean, try to be nice to them, so they maybe throw you the ball a couple extra times during warm-ups instead of looking you off and passing to someone else. I was always like, But
young Derrick, come on, man.
Especially a young kid, you're like, you got to go get your own rebound if you want. But that's just kind of nature of the beast. But yeah, just trying to show them a lot of respect. I mean, they probably got a lot thrown at them, and they got great seats to a game, and some people are like more fans of the team, and some people are like a little bit more professional. So it's kind of cool to see both sides.
Oh, that's interesting. So they'll like come up and be like, "I love the Celtics" or whatever.
Yeah,
not dropping any names.
Like they're fans of the other team. Like,
oh yeah.
Let me think. Like Cleveland, they got like great. Like they're even in the locker room with us, and like the locker room attendance, and so like we're like interacting with them a lot. But like they're obviously Cleveland fans. Like these people are people from Cleveland, like just like Boston. It's like you got Boston fans, and so it's kind of cool like seeing like how like they interact, and like sometimes like they want to cheer but they can't really cheer because they're right next to our bench. And so it's a cool little like respect level from like I would hope from most of the NBA guys has a lot of respect for them, and they do the best they can, and they got a lot thrown at them.
Yeah, literally and figuratively, you know what I mean? It's like a towel or running to grab warm-ups. They're moving 24/7.
Yeah, they're like cleaning up something spills. Like they're the ones over there cleaning up. Someone falls down. Like so they got a lot going on. And
what at TD? So you always have the same crew, or does it alternate? Like, does the away crew, do they switch, or is the away crew always the away crew at TD, and you always have your same guys?
Yeah, they're usually like on. I think they have like their own side, and they kind of have their own responsibility, their own jobs. Though they probably keep the same rotation, like not rotation, but keep the same people in the same spot. And so
makes sense.
For the most part, like people that are on like our side of TD Garden are always there, and the people on the other side are usually there too. Yeah,
I saw a clip of Anthony Edwards checking in the game a couple nights ago, and he had the like hyper ice. He had one on his shoulder, he had one on his lower back, and he had one on each knee. And bro took like over a minute to check in the game. Like they called him in, and he was just standing there like taking everything off. And I was thinking about, the ball boys, the ball men, the ball boys. Yeah. They're adults, but I'm like, he might need to call for backup. He had like 20 things to grab him.
He needs to bring like a little carriage or something when Ant checks in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how they. I never actually thought about how they carry them back.
Yeah.
And they like walk right past the bench, and like you kind of just.
You're just so used to it.
Yeah, you don't really think much about it, but.
I was like, damn. It's like the third game of the season. Ant's got everything on his body.
That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is when people take off their warm-ups before they get to the scorer's table. So I'm glad Ant did not.
Really?
Did not do that. Yeah, I'm like.
Why does that bother you?
I don't know why.
Like someone calls for you and you stand up and like pull your shirt off.
They'd be like, whoever it might be, especially like the young guys do it all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like more of a college thing.
Like they call your name, they're like taking off their warm up, taking off their pants, and like just standing here. I'm like, just run to the scorer's table, and like do it there, because what happens is like a ball go out of bounds, and like you're over here taking
You're not gonna be able to swim in.
and then like you missed out on this opportunity, and like if you want to get in the game, like I don't understand why you wouldn't sprint to the scores table and then take your stuff off there. So it's kind of always every time like in preseason, I always be like, hey, just run up to the scores table, then take your stuff off there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And another reason when I really started doing this is you hate to get to the scores table, take your stuff off, and then the coach is like, hey, come on back. You got to do that walk of shame back, put the warm-ups back on. No, that right there is the worst. So you keep your warm-up on until you're checking into the game.
That's I didn't know where you were going with that being a pet peeve, but I think that's a great pet peeve. Like the reasoning behind why it's a pet peeve is great.
It's really benefiting them.
100%.
But also, like it's like a lot going on right here. You don't want to just be taking off.
Yeah.
And
blocking
but
the
it's
view.
really like because like sometimes sometimes when you're trying to check in and like no, you weren't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like you taking
makes
off
me
your
so
warm up
mad.
right here, and
Yeah.
you could have been up there. So like but
I every time I look at the scores table and I see you checking in, leaned against the table with your legs crossed, legs and arms crossed, leaning there. And you know what baffles me? Speaking of like taking your warm ups off at the bench before you go in college, like that's a common thing. Like you get up and you rip it
it's
off.
a college thing. But they wouldn't like not let you in college though.
Why do you have to sit down on the floor in college? And why in the NBA do they allow you guys to stand on the table? It's the same thing. You're still blocking somebody's view, but in college, like they'd be like, sit down. They like tap you, sit down. So dumb.
I mean, probably because college kids versus adults. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I used to hate that.
It is nice though that you don't have to sit on the ground.
I would
Some
hate
people
that.
do sit on the ground though. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know why you. Yeah, I do be just chilling there.
Same spot every time.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is I hated in college when you like go to sub in and then you sit on the floor and you're sitting on the sideline in between the tables, so you don't really have any room. You're uncomfortable, and then it takes forever for a dead ball. And I'm like, get me up out of here.
Another big pet peeve of mine in college is like if you're gonna check in and it's a timeout, you have to run to the scorers table to check in instead of just subbing in.
Bro, my entire career, I didn't know what to say. Was I supposed to say 25? Like, was I supposed to tell him who I was subbing for?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I guess you're just signaling, but I'm like,
you got to check in, which I'm like, you can see who walks through the game. Like,
Yeah.
it's always like it never made sense to me, and I hated that one.
yeah. I'm missing what's going on in the timeout. In college, the timeout, I feel like, is a lot more important. You're trying to really lock in during the timeout versus in the NBA. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I think timeouts are longer in the NBA. Like college, you got 30-second timeouts and then probably like a minute. Or I guess kind of D2, there wasn't much TV timeouts, but
yeah, no TV timeouts.
But yeah, it's I think the timeouts are just a little quicker. I guess like there's like one longer one where they kind of rest for a little bit and then they come and talk to us. But like the 30-second one, you're just going straight there, standing up. Like
I saw you coming out of you were like sitting and then you stood up. The camera was right on you last game, and you were like going like this. You were using your like nose, like you were doing something.
Last
crazy.
game?
Oh, it was after you got hit by Deandre.
Yeah. I'm hurt. I got the block, but I definitely paid for it. Like I got like elbowed or something like right here.
Bro, he's so big.
And like I didn't really realize it until like because I passed Ant, he made it, and then I get to the they call a timeout. I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, oh, like that delayed like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nerve-wracking.
The camera was like
actually really nervous.
You thought you messed up your job?
No, just when
when DeAndre was coming.
down.
Bro, he was dunking shit crazy.
Yeah,
he was dunking shit like I don't remember what year, but Clippers DeAndre.
He had one dunk early in the game, and I was like on this side, and he dunked it with his right hand,
Yeah.
and the ball was like
Almost killed you.
I went to the meal. I was like, yo, I almost died underneath that basketball hoop.
Bro, he's got like a incredible basketball body. Tall. He's like a little bigger than he used to be now. Obviously, he's 37, somewhere around there.
37, 38.
And his arms are so long.
Yeah, still athletic.
Still
But
athletic,
not as
for sure.
athletic as he was. That's what I told Ant. I was like in the back of my mind, you see Deandre Jordan like coming down a lane like that, you're just like
The highlights of like young DeAndre playing.
Like, I was like, should I take a charge? Should I jump? Like,
I mean,
I found a way.
It was
to work,
great
but-
because I think he took off from so far out, and you were
Yeah.
able to like jump straight up, and obviously the contact he made with your chin kind of like slowed his rise, and then
I did
like
get
the
out ahead.
double
though.
block catch.
I was like in front of the charge circle, and like so that made me feel a little bit more confident. But
Bro, like second, third year Derrick was taking that charge. You were just gonna stand there.
yeah, I mean, I still probably would have stood there, but I was my mind was like, should I charge? Should I?
It was a crazy play. Shout out Drew and shout out Scal. You guys do an amazing job with the commentary, but Drew was like, "That's a Derrick White play, block, rebound, assist," and it was he was losing his mind. But they were also less Drew and more Scal, but they were killing DeAndre. Like, this guy wasn't on a team 4 days ago, and I'm like, bro, he's looks great.
Yeah.
He looks fantastic.
I mean, the season just started.
Oh, for sure.
So like everybody.
I mean, it'd be different if they were saying that in, like,
Yeah.
January. You know,
If it was like March and he just signed for the first time, like everybody was in the summer with DeAndre.
Yeah.
And so, but I did not realize that he was just got signed by them, and
yeah,
he came in, especially in that first half, and like
Yeah.
had an impact.
played well. Yeah, for sure. That was a good one for you guys.
Needed it.
I mentioned like new team this year, new brand of basketball. There's a lot going on. Something that's really tough for me personally is your new warm up partner before the game. So I love to go early. I come to the game with you early. What do we get there? An hour and a half early, 90 minutes early, generally speaking.
If you come with me,
Yeah.
I get there like 2 hours before.
2 hours before. I love to go out on the court, watch everybody warm up. I think we might have talked about this on other podcasts, but I think both of our favorite players to watch warm up is Sam Hauser. It's like poetry, like the footwork, the shot, the makes. I just loved watching him. I love watching him run to the corner, shoot. He's your warm up partner this year. What do I do in that scenario? Like, I'm trying to watch both. It's
You should just watch Sam.
I'm torn. I do candidly watch Sam a little bit more than I watch you, but I like watching you and Matt, and you and Matt play a fun game where if you make the right amount of shots in a row or whatever the spots are, then Matt gets a shot.
Matt is 1 for 1 on the year so far on that, by the way.
What game? Because
The first game of the year.
Philly?
Philly, yeah.
Every time I've never seen Matt shoot. I've never.
Yeah. But
Tomorrow, please.
yeah. But
That's
yeah,
tough.
you know, I got my warm up is a lot different than Sam's warm up.
For sure.
He's got a little bit more movement. Mine are a lot more just spots. A couple moon balls here and there. And some like pick and roll stuff. But Sam's got a little bit of everything. He's here. He's like shooting layups, and this he's shooting threes. But yeah, Sam is a lot of fun to watch. And
I love watching him warm up.
I just try to stay out of his way out there, honestly.
Yeah.
Not because he'd be moving here and there, and I'm just like, let me just stay out of your way and let you do what you do.
Yeah, he's his like I think it's his base for me, like how he always gets his feet the same. Like he'll be sprinting around the three and he'll go into the corner, and like for those that haven't had the opportunity to like be very close to the court, when a guy with size 13, 14, 15, 16 size shoe is standing in the corner in between the three and the sideline, there's not a ton of space. And he's going, what always amazes me is these guys are going full speed, and this is obviously a warm-up, but Sam does it time and time and time and time again in the game. Full speed, his feet are perfect, and I would guess that it's 3 feet, 4
I
feet.
don't know how far it is from.
We could probably look it up, but it's not a lot of space. And like I love to sit on those courtside seats right there and watch him come to the corner, and it's bang bang, same feet every time, same release every time. And
Yeah, he's got a really good base.
when he's hot in warm-ups too, it's like when he's hot in the game, it touches nothing but
Yeah.
literally the bottom of the net.
It barely touches the net.
I love that.
It's
The net doesn't
make.
move.
He's got the prettiest makes in the NBA, I always say.
Yeah. Shout out Sam,
Yeah.
man.
But he's got a great base. Him and Ant.
Yeah.
Like,
So
just
that's my
watching them
new.
too.
That's what I was gonna say is I really enjoy watching Ant shoot the ball.
Yeah.
His form is
Yeah,
OD.
it's been cool, like picking up that from Ant. Like, obviously you play against him, but like you don't really notice something like that. And like probably like the couple weeks in, I was like, yo, you got an amazing base. Like,
yeah.
like the way his feet are like positioned and everything. Like, it's definitely special. So
It's his guide hand for me.
You like that? You're a
I
guide
love
hand
his
guy?
guide hand. Yeah, not a lot of people know this about you. Your guide hand used to be.
We talked about it.
Oh, we did. Yeah. The thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
6-finger wheelie.
Yeah.
But
His offhand is his form is beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went like this. He does not shoot the ball like this. Yeah, that's I'm really hoping that I get an opportunity to see Matt shoot the ball tomorrow night. So this will be.
that's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure. But you mentioned moonballs against New Orleans when they blew the whistle and you shot the moonball into the crowd.
Well,
Bro, what?
So I was obviously frustrated that I wasn't making many shots, and then they called a timeout, and so I like just shot it up high. But the ref was like there, and then he had moved, and then they were just like
You were shooting it to the ref on the baseline.
It bounced, and then it went into the crowd, and I was like, luckily, like it bounced, and then like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if
That's an
it
ejection.
doesn't, yeah,
Bro,
But,
first tee and an ejection in the same game.
No. You know what's funny is Luke Cornett got a technical. I think in New Orleans, he got a technical and then 2 defensive 3 technicals. And so I texted him. I was like, yeah, Luke, the new you go to San Antonio, become a bad boy. And he was like, I don't know what's going on. Like I gotta start now. And then like sure enough, then it's me.
Yeah.
Like I was like, maybe I gotta start.
Wow,
like,
the winds are changing, man.
Yeah. No. That was. I was like.
They showed the broadcast on the broadcast. They went straight to the bench and like JT, Baylor, maybe one other guy were just like dying laughing. They were like looking at you like, what the hell is he doing? Oh, that would have been epic.
I'm just launching, get some air on it. Like my arc, I wanted more arc, and so I was just kind of sub-billing me, telling me to shoot it higher.
We don't have to get too much into it because this is what the media does, right? This is what the media asks about. I respect the media, but I also try to be a little bit different in the way we kind of flow our conversation. What is your thoughts this far, right? A little bit of struggles. We're 3 games into an 82-game season minimum.
4 games.
Did I say 3?
Yeah.
I meant 4. We're 4 games in, so like whatever percent that is.
Yeah.
You texted me after one game and you were like, I'm good, new team, like we're working it out. Is that your mindset, just like trying to be present and learn how everybody's going to play together? Because you guys busted your ass in training camp, and I want to talk about a great story towards the end of training camp, but it's different when it's a real game and you're playing against other NBA teams. And it's not a preseason game where you're seeing a lot of different lineups. It takes kind of like real live action to work a lot of the kinks out, right? Is that a fair kind of like perspective from a fan to how you're also looking at it? That was a long question.
Yeah.
Is that a question? All right.
Yeah. I mean, even like the preseason games we had, like a lot of times, like the starters weren't even playing.
Yeah, Cleveland. Nobody played.
And so, like, obviously, like, it's going to be different in the regular season than it is preseason. And, like, you lose all the guys and got a lot of new people, and we're still trying to figure out, like, our identity, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to get to. Like, it's easy to do in practice when it's kind of controlled environment. Now it's like, oh, this happened. Oh, they do a little different. Like how are we going to react? And so just trying to find that next action, find what we're trying to do. And I think, like, every game we've gotten better at that. And,
agreed.
Like, we're getting better and better, and we're getting closer and closer to the team we want to be, the team that we have to be to compete. And so, obviously, there's going to be, like, ups and downs during the year. And, I mean, it's kind of like you do in the beginning of the year. It's kind of like everybody's – it's like if you do this in the middle of the year, like, nobody's really –
right.
But in the beginning of the year, it's kind of tough. But, like, we're getting closer and closer to who we want to be, and I think that's exciting. And, like, I feel like the past 4 years, like, every long I've been here, like, we had a large margin of error. Like, something could be struggling, like, whatever it might be. And, like, obviously now our margin of error is shrinked. And so we just got to continue to do all the little things that we've been talking about since training camp. And but like I feel like every game we've gotten better and better. Everybody's just kind of figuring out what they need to do, what we need to do, and so we do that and hopefully make some more shots than we have been. Like I feel like we've gotten a lot of good looks from people that personally I've been shooting like shit. I even think like Peyton's like missing a lot of shots that like Peyton usually makes and that he's frustrated about, and so like that. And then like JB's been amazing, honestly. Sam. And, like Ant, I think is just getting more and more comfortable being like what we're asking him to do, and so he's been unbelievable. It's unbelievable for us in New Orleans, and
looked great in New Orleans.
Like we're getting there, and then like even like Josh was big. Like Hugo's had big moments. Nemi's been big for us, and like everybody's like getting more and more comfortable. Everybody's figuring out like how we need to play, and so it was exciting. I mean, it's been 4 games, and I think we're just continuing getting better and better and getting to the team we want to be.
I think every game you look more and more, because I think everybody knows it's not going to be the exact same brand of Celtics basketball, right? You have to evolve. You have to change. It's a whole different team, essentially. I think every game you're looking closer and closer to your point about like what the Celtics fans are used to seeing, right? And it'll be a little different, but it's getting like, okay, there they are. And like every game you guys have led, and like, then mistakes start to compound. But it's like, it's not like you're going in a game and losing by like 40 or like, last year I was at the game when you guys beat Toronto by 56. Like, we're not seeing that, and I don't anticipate that happening because it's not that type of situation. It's more of like, okay,
like
these little tiny things.
I think JB said it best. He's like we lost 4 All-Stars, and like Luke was damn near like an All-Star for us last year, and so like it's gonna take some time, and like obviously we had a great training camp and like preseason, but like ain't nothing like playing the game in the NBA.
100%.
And so this is
the learning curve.
Just exactly what we need.
The learning curve, man.
It's
and
exciting.
I think it, like to your point about how I kind of alluded to the fact that like you bust your ass in training camp, but it's so different when you're in a game and you're on the road and you're seeing someone contesting it's fighting for a first team all NBA defensive team, right? Like you have to get those reps in, and like those shots that you're missing, that Peyton's missing, like even some of the shots that Sam are missing, you can tell it's like, okay, like I got to knock this out because I've been in training camp and it's been the summer. Like I got to get back to used to shooting, and like that's just life. That's just the game of basketball. Like you can't emulate 100% full speed third quarter catching and shooting a 3 with someone in your face. Like you can't emulate it really in practice,
Yeah,
so
sure.
I think it's definitely that learning curve. There was something else I was going to say about it. I forgot it. It wasn't that important, obviously. Oh, okay. So training camp story. I don't know how like widely this has been talked about, but I personally thought it was hilarious. Towards the end, it was like one of the last couple of days of training camp. You had came back to the house. What game was that after? Was it the day after a game or day before a game?
Day before a game.
Day before a game. And he sat down at the table to eat. He goes, I'm tired. Are you good? And then you can take over from there.
You want to talk about the war zone? So, like, we started practice and, like, like zigzag, like, down the court.
Yeah. Any basketball player knows it. But
yeah.
It's one-on-one. Yeah. Derrick would be dribbling. I would be guarding him. And it's zigzags down the whole court. I'm defensive shuffling, trying to reach.
Yeah. So it's like me and Peyton.
Oh, shit.
A little different from you.
Yeah. Oh, come on. I was not trying to open myself up for a jab.
No, you did. But so it was me and Peyton. And, like, we're going. And then, like, Joe's like, play the music. And next thing you know, it's just, like, machine guns just going off. No. I'm like, what is going on? And so we're just, the entire time we did this drill, like, just the machine guns were going off nonstop, and that's kind of how we started practice.
It was like 10 minutes straight.
Like, zigzags, defense, like picking up full and stuff like that. And so, but I was just like the soundtrack was insane. Like I was like, all right, whatever, we're going to zigzags, like we're doing this, and then he's like, play the music, and then next thing you know, you're in a war zone for real. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
you were like eating your food. I'm like, you good? You're like, tired. You started practice with 10 minutes of zigzag dribbles. And I'm like, damn. Like, take another bite. And then you're like, look at me and you go, and there's machine gun sounds the whole time. And I'm like, what? What do you mean?
And I think that just makes everything like 10 times harder. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You just feel like a lot's going on.
I just feel like every basketball player that's ever had to do that drill, you're like,
But yeah, it was like the whole team was doing it. Like
Yeah.
the bigs were doing zigzags, like going against each other, like the wings, guards. It was, I mean, a lot of competition in training camp, obviously. But like that like turned into a competitive drill by the end of it. So it was actually like
on the edge with the gunshots.
you 0 to 100 right there.
I think about the people that were up in the offices, or like the chefs. the gunshots were going off. They're like, "What is going on?" And then 10 minutes straight of it, they're like, "When is this going to stop?" Like,
yeah, no, like Joe's just being
that's
Joe.
awesome. That's such a good Joe story. I just am imagining him like driving to the practice facility, like, yeah, I'm gonna have to YouTube some gunshot sounds.
Yeah, I don't know what they were playing, but it was it was loud.
That's so good. There was another story. Someone from our team had sent it to me, and I think it's just something we need to talk about. It's old news. It's 2 years ago, Christmas Day, playing the Lakers. Maybe I'm trying to tee you up a little bit for a better Christmas gift from JT this year, but we'll put the clip on screen. It's the end of the game, and you have the ball, and you throw it to JT.
Yeah.
Like the clock's running out.
And
You guys
he gets
are
out of the
winning.
way.
No, he threw it back. Or he threw it to you. Sorry, excuse
Yeah.
me. JT started with the ball. He throws it to you, and you guys are kind of like looking at each other. Maybe there was some chatter, and you throw it back, and he dodges the ball, and it bounce, goes out of bounds, and you get the turnover.
Yeah.
And you're standing there like,
Shocked.
what was that?
So, yeah, it was Christmas Day in LA. And like it's a time where like you're just dribbling out, wait for the shot clock to go off, and then like the game's over. There's probably like 4 or 5 seconds difference. And so he passed it to me, and then like I'm just kind of holding it, which I was like whatever. And then Vanderbilt like starts like to guard me, so I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna pass it to JT, and he just gets out the way, and I'm like, why would you do that? He's like, why are you trying to give me the turnover? I was like, you don't get a turnover. It's a team turnover. And he was like, really? And I was like, I actually got a turnover now because of you. And yeah, it was just kind of funny. Like I was just like more shocked than anything. And then like I think like Doc Rivers and JJ were there like laughing at it. Like
it's hilarious.
It was hilarious, but it was like all at once. And then like of course it's like me and JT like. Like just us getting like going back and forth like we always do, and so I was just like shocked. He just like dodged it, and then I think Austin Reeves just picks it up or something. I was like,
what a terrible Christmas present.
Yeah,
you can only go up from here, JT.
We got the win though, so that was a great Christmas.
Great Christmas present. And you guys don't play on Christmas this year.
We do not.
First Christmas in a few years for you.
Yeah, since I've been in Boston, it's the first Christmas.
Yeah, it's first Christmas. Wow. Well,
hating on us.
We'll tag JT a bunch in this, so maybe he'll see it and
he'll give me a gift.
Get you a better Christmas present this year.
I'll take a nice little Christmas gift.
Yeah, man. Maybe get you some of them new kicks or something. I'm sure you probably already have them, but maybe he'll get you something better.
Yeah,
he owes you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it resurfaced and. It was like a Twitter clip.
That's kind of like a random clip that kind of came back.
Yeah.
So people thought it was funny, though.
It is hilarious. The clip is hilarious. You're standing at half court like this, and he's like walking to you like.
Yeah, that was a funny little back and forth. But,
yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I had completely forgot that happened.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, I think we'll wrap it up, or yeah, I think let's do a Greenie Green Light special. Got a couple questions from the man himself, Greenie. I like him a lot. So let's start with, I'll read these. What ways are you noticing how opponents are guarding this team / you differently compared to the previous seasons? Feels like opposing bigs are sagging way off the centers and bigs to help clog the paint. What have you felt in terms of difference in spacing?
I mean, yeah. I think we talked about it before. Obviously, we don't have Al and KP shooting, but I I mean, Luka was
Luka was shooting that thing. Yeah, he shot
Max
well.
has been shooting well all
That's big for you
early,
guys
so.
to stretch it out.
Yeah, I think it definitely is an adjustment for everybody. I mean, I think like everybody's kind of like moved up in the scouting report. I mean, I think I've still gotten a lot of really good looks.
Definitely.
That like I should make, but like it definitely is different for all of us, and like our offense is different than it was in the past, and so. I mean, I still think we're getting a lot of the same kind of looks that we have in the past, but I think it's just everything's just a little different. Like our plays are a little different. Obviously, the guarding is a little different. The pressure is higher. Mm-hmm. We were pressuring on defense, so like maybe like there's a lot of like getting your legs under you and stuff like that I think I'm gonna have to really focus on. But I think the biggest thing is just that you just getting different kind of shots than we have been for. Because I was saying like for like 4 years, like we knew exactly what we were running, where I was supposed to be, where someone was supposed to be. Like this is what we're doing. So now it's kind of a little bit different. We're kind of more free flowing, and so I just got to continue to get the good looks that we have been getting. Or not me, like we got to continue to get the good looks that we have been getting, and just trust that water finds its level.
I love that. Yeah, it goes back to the conversation we were having earlier, and I just thought about what I wanted to say is that the previous 4 years in Boston, we talk about how there's so many new faces and like getting used to playing with each other, not against each other in practice, right? That's the learning curve that you guys are going through. There wasn't a ton of change year over year over year, your time here in Boston. You know, 1, 2 guys, one new face, one guy leaves. It was never kind of the quantity of change that you guys had this year. So I think you put that on anybody, whether it's one of the best teams in the NBA or one of the worst teams. Everyone's going to have a little bit slower learning curves because it's not one guy. It's not 2 new guys. It's a bunch of new guys. And it's a bunch of new pieces, and it's a new way of thinking. So that was what I wanted to say. I felt like that was important.
Yeah. I think that's exciting, though, like for all of us.
Yeah,
like
awesome.
We got a lot of pieces that can do a lot of different things out there, and like we're getting more comfortable. We're getting more.
It's also fun,
consistent. Like it's gonna be like really exciting if we can continue to just build on this, and so like I think if we had made the shots that I think most of us feel like that we usually make, maybe our record would be a little different. But it's exciting that that's what every time I go through a slump. And Matt Reynolds always just come me so exciting. It's just so exciting, and so I'm like that's like what I hear like every day. Like
you coming out of a slump it's like my favorite thing. Slumps happen. They happen for everybody. I think we talked about this off camera, but like it's like doesn't matter how many slumps you get into or you get into a slump. It's like who you are is based on how you get out of them. And like I agree with Matt. It's exciting when you're coming out of a slump. Like, it's great because it's not like a slow. It's like, okay, he's back. Cash. So we're putting that in the universe. If we want to talk about putting things in the universe, technical fouls.
Yeah.
Got a game in 24 hours. So
let's put some makes out there.
Yeah, put some makes into the universe. Okay. Last question, and then we'll wrap it up. This is an interesting one. And it goes a little bit alongside what we just talked about. But through 4 games, the Celtics are only averaging 1.5 post-ups per game, which is 29th, down from 6.5, which is 3rd last year. Knowing that was something that helped create rotation and an advantage on the perimeter in previous years, how do you replicate that / attack switches with this current roster despite lower post-up frequency?
Yeah. I would not expect us ever to get up to
6.5 post-ups.
Yeah, I don't see that ever, especially with this team we have. Like really our best post-up guy is probably JB. Nimi obviously, great touch around the hoop. Mm-hmm. But especially like I guess like Nimi, if they want to switch and like just he has to punish those smalls like that. Mm-hmm. JB gets a matchup he likes, like he's gonna do what he does. But yeah, it's, a lot of our post-ups last year were KP, JT, and Drew. And so they lose all those guys.
Yeah, that's why it's...
And JB. And so, like, that's why we had so many last year, because we had that, and then you have to react. You had to respond to those. And so, I wouldn't expect us to be at the top half of post-ups this year. And so we got to kind of find a different way of creating advantages, a different way of attacking those switches. And so there's a lot of things that we've been talking about, that we've been working on, and the type of stuff that like we're trying to continue to gel with, to get, they're switching now, like how are we going to attack this? And so these are things that we talked about a lot and that we're working on. And so I think it's exciting. Like once we like, they're switching, like we're right into this, we're doing what we need to do, we got the right spacing, and we're going to attack it this way. And so that post up though, I don't think is gonna.
It's gonna be returned to 6.5.
Let me get in the post.
Yeah, stay out of there. Yeah, stay out of there. And having Luka shoot it well, that's a big for that, right? That opens up things, that forces them to guard you all a little bit differently. Yeah.
Luka and X.
Yeah.
They keep it in.
Yeah, X is shooting well.
But yeah, our bigs, they compete, and so like I
love them.
Yeah, I think they're doing a lot of good things for us.
For sure.
And so.
For sure. And it's like the bigs are, I guess not X, but you got to remember like Luka's playing in a brand new system, organization. Like he's going through his own personal, like his brain is firing 10X, right? So
yeah, we got a lot going on, but yeah, I think like once we figure out, this is what happened, or this is what we're gonna do, like, and we're just consistent with that. And I think like we're really getting there. Like there was like a play in the New Orleans game where like I was checking in and I was standing next to Joe, and like we did something, we just did like react, and I was like, that was really good. And he was like, we're getting there. So like you kind of see like the little steps that we're making in the right direction. We just got to continue to strive for that.
Yeah, that's a great spot to end. All right, y'all. Thanks for tapping in. We appreciate it. I know we've been teasing the announcement for a while, but as you can see here, the merch is made. We're finalizing some of the drop things, so it will be on Amazon. I don't want to put us in a corner here, but it should be out by the time this is out. So if anybody's listened thus far, all the way through, go grab some stuff off Amazon. It's all appreciated. We try to make it more streetwear style, stuff you can rock with whatever. Derrick actually wore this T-shirt to the gala underneath some fancier clothes. So we wanted to make it versatile, something you guys can rock everywhere. We got some Celtic green stuff on there for everybody. So that's it. Appreciate you guys rocking with us.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's go shoot.
I hope they keep that shit on there.